we are back live, and you see,
what we just come from commercial? Like what?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, it's how I roll here. I'm not as professional as you.
I'm rolling myself right now, but
yes, anyway. I know you are. People seen that and lost it last time. I'm pointing the wrong way. I'm pointing over this way, but you're not over there.
I'm not there.
You're there, and you're not that guy up in that corner above.
No, I'm a whole different voice.
A whole different voice. Someone forgot to change it. That's not the voice that you normally see on here.
No.
I think people are waiting. We're usually 9:30. People are probably waiting for 9:30, and it's 9, and we still have nobody watching. But that's okay.
No, well, you set up your timer for 10 to 9, and then you finally get off your ass and hit the live button 40 minutes later. That's how that works.
No, it's not.
I saw it. You said it's scheduled for 8:49 p.m. I saw it at 8:52, and I still didn't share it.
No. Whatever. So we are fresh off. Ben, you hit the. I'm pointing that way again. I've got to point this way because you're over there.
Weird.
Yep. Yeah. No, you. I'm fresh off your 50th birthday show. So happy birthday with that again. You finally made the club. You're no longer. Well, you're still the younger cousin, but you're.
Yep.
I
didn't think I'd make it to 30. So.
Well, hey, it's 20 extra years, so it's it's that. But yeah, so we've got some fun stuff coming up.
We do.
You and I, this weekend is the 13th anniversary of when we first started playing the game with our good friend. I was gonna try and bring TJ on as well, but
actually, our first game was over at Marshall's. We used Marshall's boards that first year.
Was it Marshall's? I thought it was TJ's boards.
No, because we started using Marshall's boards, and that's when you showed up with the peach. So we discovered two things.
That was year 2. I think that was 2012.
No, that was 2011. Because I got a photo of me holding all the moonshine bottles.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember much of that night.
That was the last night of year 1. We started hanging out with them on the last night of year 1, like Sunday after the race.
Okay, basically. Okay. But we did play with TJ though before that, didn't we?
Nope.
Thought we did.
No, he didn't really, because he was pretty crammed into that first spot. I don't even think he really had much room for his boards.
Actually, that's right. He would have had to use some of our spot. Yeah. Okay. So this weekend.
Yep.
Started the game 13 years ago, and I still suck at it. So it's
you and me both.
But we will do some of that this weekend coming up next weekend. So next weekend we're going to do live, a whole bunch of live.
Are we?
Is what we're going to do. I think we are. I think we might as well.
Mazel.
We're there. We'll be.
Maybe I'll go live.
You can go. We both can go live. We'll be in Picton, Ontario. Lovely day in Picton.
He left blue marks everywhere.
He did. It's So people can't see that. It's on the YouTube side. But yeah. Well,
if you click on it, you can show it off. What people on the other side? There's nobody watching. There's face space people. Say hi in the chat. Let me know you're even here.
Anyway, so we're going to be Picton, Ontario, the Elks Lodge next Saturday night. If you're in that area and you're not playing,
what it is. So it's not a morning daytime tournament. I don't have no idea what the details are.
You know what? Luann has sent them to me a bunch of times.
I don't know. Am I in a singles tournament? Am I in mixed doubles?
It's all doubles.
Oh, it's all doubles. Oh, sweet.
Well, it's just you and I. It's you. We're reliving that first tournament.
Oof to me, and I don't even have TJ there. Well, that's okay. I don't go wide left all the time anymore.
Yep. Okay.
I go wide right lately. I got a shank for 2 weeks. I'm trying to get rid of, kissing the right side of the board as I miss it.
And as you said, we had Blue Mox is in the chat there.
Hey, he got married this week.
That's right.
He got married a day after my birthday.
Thursday he got married.
That's exactly.
Yeah, well,
we still married. Are you still married? It's been 48 hours. Honeymoon must be going off crazy because he's hanging out with us.
Exactly.
That's all right.
Yep. So that first tournament with us, we were in. I'm wearing the shirt, Redneck Hill.
Yep.
Right, well, he's not dead yet, which is cool.
Yeah, you originally had a different partner lined up, and then that fell through for that tournament.
I think so. I forget who it was. Do you know what? It was supposed to be TJ.
No, it wasn't. No, because TJ was walking around because he came by to help me because he saw I needed it. But no, I think it was supposed to be. I'm just going to pull a name out of the air and throw him under the bus, Marcus or something like that. But it wasn't Marcus.
No, I think it was TJ, and then he didn't get back in time. So then you were the fill-in, and then he come in later on.
Oh, is that how that worked? Yeah, well, I had already been preparing for the race already.
You had been, yes.
Variety of lifestyle choices.
Yeah. And then you were just dragged.
Woo! Yeah, he's like, I'm like, where are we going? He's this cornhole tournament. I'm like, can I sit while I play? He says, not this one. I'm like,
not this one, but then, yeah, so then as I've tried to make a couple posts about it because the anniversary of it was Friday. Yes. Yesterday.
I'll believe you.
So, because where they play on Redneck Hill, it's you're actually on a hill, so we're playing side slope. I think that one there was on the side, so boards were on a bit of an angle.
Yep,
you're right.
I should have blamed it on that when I was throwing the bags and hitting another team's boards.
Well, the bags were only like 10 ounces.
They're half bags. It was like throwing tea bags.
It was, and
yeah, they were weird.
And the bag and the boards were shaped like Coca-Cola cans. And
they were smaller too, weren't they? Smaller.
They were,
boards?
yes.
Yeah, all
yes.
right. Hello, Andrew Spencer on Facebook.
Mr. Andrew Spencer coming in from Newfoundland. I'll be seeing him in another.
I will not be
2 weeks.
seen.
You will not be. No.
I don't do Newfoundland. I don't know if I'm allowed in Newfoundland currently.
I think you are. We've talked about this, and you've got to come sometime. So yeah, so you had the Coca-Cola can shaped boards, and then the year after. I'm not sure they did the year after
2 years after that. You missed 2018.
TJ and I took that tournament down, and that's.
And he retired again.
He retired then. Well, then he just stopped.
Well, he used to get the good prize. Like you see him all riding along his mellow yellow street cruiser bicycle. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, the metal Coca-Cola cooler full of cold snacks. Again, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, when TJ and I won it, we got. TJ and I got the what was it, the $50 each for the Circle K,
right
down the infield. So that was like
that's a good use.
It did. That came in handy for the like 2 a.m. Subway order, and the pizza.
And the pizza.
I think the statute of limitation for the time was up because they were selling their pizza for their normal price on the infield. Papa John's, the official sponsor. Pizza sponsor came in and said, you can't sell your pizza for $5. You have to sell it for 25, like we're selling ours. So then that was the other fun thing where we went in and paid like the $25 and we get like 15 back because that's how they were charging it to make it. So the big ass boys, Donnie's a little windswept in Georgia. So cousin Ben here he's over that way. Cousin Ben here is taking over.
What's up, boys? I don't know which one it is running the account. So I'll say, what's up,
I think it's Sean.
What's up, Sean? That's not Sean.
Yes, Donnie cut his beard off and put it on his head.
Yep,
that's
all of it.
That's what he did.
These are just really long sideburns. No, they're not.
Yes.
So decide not to.
So I'm not sure if he hasn't messaged me back. Because I sent you a thing. Wally had a bit of a tough time down in Georgia today.
Ooh.
Little bit of wind.
All right, I don't understand why are they playing inside and then they got the whole side of the building missing. Like,
well, I think they're in like a park area there, so I think it's just a.
Is that what it was? Like, just a
pavilion? Shelter. Just a shelter, a picnic shelter.
Well, don't call it a shelter. It was doing anything but sheltering.
Yes, a little bit of wind. Some TVs were broken, and it's even
right,
just
so
the
far
internet.
You're winning 3-2 on FaceSpace versus YouTube.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we got 8 people watching. If anyone else is watching, let us know that you're actually in the chat watching. Just kind of.
Yeah, I'm curious what platform you're watching from. Are you on, the FaceSpace or the YouTubes or
because I pointed the right way this time. Him, Ben over there is a big YouTube guy. If you're any music questions you have, any cornhole people that have music questions.
Or music people that have cornhole questions.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I get that every time I'm on your show. I think I've really helped out the music community with cornhole.
Well, it's less of a dirty word in our community now.
It is. It's people are just At first, it was a little bit of.
Wait, where's Trev?
Where is Trev?
Trev said you tune in.
Yeah. But yeah,
the chat's more symmetrical when he's in it.
it is. Yeah, because he's a little symmetry there.
No Charles either. Nice double dipping. I like Drew already. Padding your stats.
Exactly. Yeah, we got
Graham?
TJ Vincent's in here as well.
Yeah, saw TJ's in here.
We've got actually, you know what? Our Facebook comments here. We've got 3 from Newfoundland, one from Ohio.
I'm just. It's weird. I'm seeing like people that like they're playing cornhole in their avatar profile pic, if you will. Whereas I'm used to seeing guitars all the time.
It is.
You know, I'm like, that's a weird looking guitar. Oh, is that you holding a pedal? I don't know. Where I got. No, it's like I have.
So I know. We showed them off on your page, on your channel. The bags that we will be using this weekend.
Yes.
They are old. We're going old school octane on this. Dion Kuza is going to love us. We have the Octane Apex Eddie Van Halen tribute bags.
Yep. Valid for the pros in 21-22 season.
But we don't need to worry about the stamp here this weekend. I
don't worry about the stamp anywhere. That's the ATL's problem. I just show up. I'm looking good. Accessorizing, and if they don't like it, well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know where I was going there because they can just kick me out of the tournament. So I really have no nothing to stand on. This is your world, Doug. It's not mine. I can't walk. Literally, I get for once. The guy every time the guy shows up at a music event, he's dropping my name, folks. Is what I'm saying. So for once, I get to drop his name. I'm the other cousin now. He's usually the other.
I'm not sure how much pull you're gonna have with that.
Oh no, I'm just expecting laughter upon the recognition.
Probably.
They're like, wow, you admit you're related to him? I said, hey, I didn't say anything about related. I just said I knew. They're like, yeah, but I'm looking at you, and you look like Doug transitioning. And I'm like, easy.
Yeah, you got that. And I went a bit that way. Give some of your people had a heart attack the other night.
You went a bit that way.
A little bit. Because as from the last time you were on, a lot of people were shocked. Like it's because you're the musician side.
Yeah.
On the sports side, and for your birthday,
performance enhancing.
I went and I said, you know what, had a little bit of a gummy there, and I popped that in. I thought you kind of your eyes like bulged out of your head, and
I'm just like,
wait
a minute,
but but they're
just mine has 50 milligrams of something. Mine
are just 100. Well, just the whole bag is 150 grams here, so it's just
whereas
yours are a little more powerful.
Yeah, because Canada needs some fucking integrity.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go, folks. Quite enjoyable.
If you're coming in for a regular Donnie and show with him and myself, this is gonna be a little different.
Donnie got fired. I'm here now.
For this weekend, he took off and left me. But
by the way, you might have a theme song in another couple of months. So you don't have to do that cheesy countdown.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I thought I already did have one.
Studio time, and turns out actually a local musician friend of mine, he just sold a jingle to one of the largest Ford dealerships in the U.S.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, really? I was going to send him over a copy of some of my work and say, shop it around, Jeff. Keep 10% for yourself.
TJ be in a coma right now with 50.
Well, that's Doug said I'm not allowed to bring smokables with me or something. I don't know. I'm like, it's a fucking Elks Lodge. Nobody's sober at an Elks Lodge. So a fella's gonna have a variety of smokables and or edibles, because I don't drink much.
Exactly.
No, I don't.
Yeah, not anymore. So I think I'm gonna be down
already.
To see you on, I think Friday. I'm gonna head down right after work. I think
you're bringing your trailer too, right?
I wasn't going to. Do I have to?
Well, it'd probably be a good idea because I don't really have a spare room at the moment.
Okay.
On that couch, you do not want to sleep on that couch.
Okay.
So bring the trailer. We go live from the trailer.
It's not. It's still winterized. It's not been unwinterized
I figured you would have had it out this past weekend. It was a long weekend.
No, some of us have to work. Weekend. Some of us have to work. So
you're always camping May 2-4. It's like a tradition or something.
Not this past weekend. I had to do the regular job.
Let alone
I was like, hey,
wow, that's a 50 milligram just hit bottom with authority. Woo. Yeah. Or we'll just show up early on site with the trailer. Just feel like, oh, geez, tailgaters. They're here a day early. What's up, Kim?
Got Kim Pohl in the show here now.
I had to say hi to Kim because she didn't say hi to me because I don't have my name is up there. I guess it is, but I'm not the voice. Well, I am the voice, but I'm not. I'm a voice. I'm not the
musical voice. The musical voice.
Yeah. It's SM53, by the way, Donnie. Just saying. That's what the type of microphone in the logo is.
Okay.
Well, it might be a 55. No, I think it's 53.
But no, so going back to the whole Wally thing today in Georgia, you've done a lot of sound and stuff at festivals. What's that like? What's that like for you?
I've done sound at a festival.
Okay, well, no, you did sound.
I've done sound like, indoor, outdoor, yeah.
What's it like for you? Because he had all of the equipment right there on the edge,
right,
of that, and you're then now trying to cover. Do you do the duck and cover?
Yeah, you keep a tarp handy in those situations, so you can just right over everything on the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best thing you do or have indoor outdoor gear. Personally, I wouldn't really be exposed like that. I have a little thing called a rider, so I'd have my I'd have a canopy before it blew away, something with maybe some sides, so you can have one or two sides that you just roll down as needed, similar to the mess tent canopy we use in Charlotte. The sides are there if we need them.
I was going to say that I have seen your luck with canopies like that.
Yep.
Not good?
Nope.
Just say not good.
That's why I don't bring my own. Somebody else supplies it.
True. Yeah. It's
bring sandbags.
Yeah. And even sometimes sandbags don't work because you and I have had that during some hurricane force winds in Charlotte.
Now, is he doing like a PA as in live announcing on site, or is a live streaming set up?
So it's a live. So same as what I do. These guys got the live streaming set up.
Well, then you got to have a table with infrastructure, because if he was just like doing the announcing, say for the crowd, like a track announcer, say it.
No.
Okay. Is then you just get the powered speakers up on the tripod, so they're up out of the weather anyways, right? And you just have a microphone that goes out to the powered speaker. It's all wireless and it's great. And you work the crowd like Phil Donahue. Got a question? You do all that shit or not. I'm not sure how many people you want to interview that just go to witness cornhole tournaments that are not players.
Yeah. No, he was doing the live feed on Facebook for Titan Bags.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, and who's he doing it for? Because I'm pretty sure Donnie is not. He doesn't work for the ACL. They don't like him because he speaks his mind too much. They got enough of that with you.
I think they
got enough of that with you, Doug. They don't want two of you on staff.
Well, yeah. It's
easy. And they just blame you out. I know what they say now. They're always Canadian. That's not an excuse. Anywho's in house. But yeah. Okay. For Titan Bags, who are apparently trying to increase their presence in the cornhole world.
Well, I think they've already got a big presence as well.
Well, if they want a bigger presence, send me a set.
Well, they're Candy and all them are usually watching in the chat, but they're a little busy here. I think their tournament is actually still going on because they had the little couple-hour break of weather break. But
I'll just throw it out. I'm looking for a cornhole endorsement deal. Companies that are watching, because being a musician, someone in NASCAR, we like our endorsements.
Well, yeah, and when you and I have talked about that before. So you've had some of the bigger names in music on your show, or with some of the bigger. They're with some of the bigger bands.
Yeah,
I could say
that.
Right?
Yep.
So I've always thought
have an interesting Rolodex.
You do, very interesting.
I really do.
And I've always thought maybe that I could kind of tag along sometimes, and just maybe get them playing cornhole in the outside the venue or in the venue or whatever during
right
beforehand, if we can get in to see that.
I'm pretty sure a tour bus is about the right length. Wheelbase wise is about 27 feet. You see,
yep.
So.
Yep. I've even went and
sliding real nice in the the undercarriage storeway thing. I don't know what I'm talking.
We can get you can get the smaller tailgate ones, right? But
they suck. They suck.
They're better than the boards that I gave you to use.
Well, at least the hole's in the right location. That's my excuse for when I sucked next Saturday. As well, I'm used to the hole being in the wrong.
I was given those boards by a friend. Who was given them by a friend.
Those boards, because I've used them for several years now, they're starting to get a little weathered. Like the paint has seeped into the wood more, we'll say, so they're a little more forgiving. Whereas I've been seeing some of the posts from County Cornhole, and I'm like, woo! I can see the shine of the lights on the boards. And I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. A fella's good. I figure I'll trip and fall with some 60 grit in the palm of my hand and just kind of scuff on it a bit. Maybe. I don't know. Can I do that? Is that legal?
Well, that's why those Apex have a stick side to them as well.
Yeah, tell me. Well, that's why I play out in the sun, right? Because you use nothing but stick side.
Yeah. So has the speaking of playing outside, has the Google car come by again at all?
No. That was December. Because of anyone says climate change isn't real, bullshit. I was outside playing cornhole in mid-December in Canada.
Yes. Without
a jacket. Double-digit temperatures.
And it's all on Google Earth.
And Google Street View was driving by, and they snagged a photo on it. So, yeah. I don't know. Which is also proof that holes in the wrong spot on the boards.
Yeah. Which I'm a little nervous because got talked with one of my cousins in Newfoundland this past weekend. I think was it Friday night, Thursday night, Friday night, one of those nights, and it just snowed in just outside of St. John.
I am not surprised. That's one of the reasons. Like, which week in August do you want me to go? Because it's going to be one of two. So they have 1 week of spring and the other one's fall because there is no summer.
No. So next week I will be
shared this to my audience. We would have had a whole fuck of a lot more people. I could do it now, but I'm not. Just realized it. Hey, Byron.
Oh no, yes. Okay, yes, Byron, yes.
Edmonton.
That was Byron P. Because
what's up, Byron?
I butcher people's names and that one. I had him on live feed a whole bunch.
Poby. That's his nickname. Poby.
Yes. But yeah, Byron, I had a lot of fun, and I am
once. Yeah. I would have done it twice if I liked it, but
we'll keep that one on the YouTube side.
Total Tech. That's one of your subscribers. That's not one of mine. That's one of yours.
Not one of mine. That's a new name. But anyway, Byron, I'm gonna be heading back out there in October. Back out to Calgary, and gonna have some more fun out there. Visit some more family when I'm there. I think that's my best thing right now with Cornhole, is everywhere we go, we've got family there that we can go and visit, or that I can go and visit from our family. Right, so.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Byron, there is dates. Not sure if I can say it, but
hey, I'm live with Cousin Doug. Advertising.
Okay.
It said advertising as well because I didn't hit the button in time. It did a new sentence. Advertising.
That's how we roll. Look for in the fall. Byron, I believe it's
what are we looking for? What are we talking about?
Dates that I'll be heading back to Calgary.
Oh, you're allowed to head back to Calgary? You didn't get yourself banned?
Nope. Sweet. All good in Calgary.
In
Calgary. And also that there for anyone that's gonna be going out to Calgary, Nexus Toyota Lines on the Turo app will be doing a discount for people going out there that need any vehicles. for your time in Calgary. So
he drove down from Edmonton, so he probably didn't even steer once.
No, because I didn't.
No.
I didn't. And even,
and about halfway, if you blink, you'll miss Red Deer.
Yes. Yep.
The only reason why Red Deer's there because it's halfway between Calgary and Edmonton.
And the thing that I was a little disappointed of is on my way from when I landed in Calgary, drove to Edmonton for a couple of days. On my way to Edmonton, I seen the sign for the world's biggest fishing lure. And I was like, I got to stop on the way back. But there's no signs for that on the way from Edmonton to Calgary. So I think, boom, right on by it.
Because Edmonton people aren't that dumb to fall for it.
Well, it's a big,
See, Byron's laughing his ass off right now because he's like, yeah, fuck Calgary people, right? I know.
Well, I may have glanced down and looked and doing a $160 at one point.
I'll do it.
I was like, ooh, should slow down a bit because when I was going because our cousin Kelly told me to watch out
for control's your friend.
Yeah. On your way from Calgary to Edmonton, watch out in Lacombe because
there's the legend.
We're now even because symmetry's here, even on both sides.
It's almost symmetrical now.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Symmetrical.
I know.
When you go from Calgary,
grasping for those straws.
when you go from Calgary to Edmonton,
one for you.
Watch out. Oh yes, Kim for Kylie. I was singing that would probably. Actually, you know what?
Wheel.
His friend, not my friend. I will say wagon wheel for Ben because it's his friend.
My friend,
Mr. Matt Anderson. Mr. Matt Anderson does a great version of that.
Yeah, but who hasn't done a version of that? It's using litter box.
Yep.
Great.
So on my way through, I hit Lacombe. She said, watch out for the RCMP. Our cousin Kelly did. And of course, sitting under an overpass in a lawn chair with a coffee and a radar gun.
Nice.
Was an RCMP officer.
Nice.
And I was like, that's the job that I need. Just sit in a lawn chair with a Tim Hortons coffee or McDonald's, whatever.
Pretty sure you spend half the year sitting on an ice resurfacer and the other half of the year sitting on a fucking lawnmower.
But it's not in the lawn chair.
They're easy. There's only so much litter in that box.
It's confused because it's thinking, what are you doing on a Saturday night?
Oh no, I already bribed her. She thinks I'm hanging out with Trev.
Okay.
Hanging with Doug.
Because the other thing is Donnie and I talked about it. You kind of crapped on the name there last week on one of your other shows.
I didn't crap on the name. I said it was a blatant rip-off of mine. Hi, host of the Sunday Night Hang.
But you don't go out. I just have a hangout.
It used to be the Sunday Hangout, and I dropped the out. I went back in, apparently. That was just because it was the last. It was the second. Because then a few days later, I tuned into our friend Charles 75N, who didn't have a topic for Guitar Safari, so he calls it the Friday Night Hang.
Hey.
I'm like, to quote Symmetry, what the? That's. I said, I see how it is. We already know you're his favorite coons anyway, so.
There's a couple of them that, people start to like me.
Hey, I could throw him under the bus right now. I have a photo of him in his high school band uniform.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Surprisingly, the jawline looks like the Crown Royal guy. I'm just saying.
I wasn't sure if you're talking with Trevor or talking with Charles.
I may or may not have an even younger photo of him in a cowboy suit. So I'm just saying.
Ooh. And he's not here to defend himself.
No, well, he said, careful. He said, do what you will, but, our friendship. And I went, this is why I merely reference them rather than actually show them. Because we don't want you to lose viewers, Doug. We're trying to get a base of here for you. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe because
it's on the YouTube side, or if you're on the Facebook side, go to the YouTube side. I can't even say the word.
Oh,
subscribe.
That's it. Like, share, and subscribe.
Because what are we at here now? I believe I
could have like 40 more people if I click the share thing, but I'm
I'm actually at I went up one since this morning. I'm at 573 here now.
Look at you go.
So we're good. Look at me go. Yeah, it's only been 4 years and I got there.
Okay. I plateaued.
Yeah, I know. If I could have half of yours, I'd be happy.
Yep. Yeah.
But that's the thing is that people think, we're just gonna go on here and the YouTube thing or Facebook or whatever, and everyone's gonna subscribe and watch, and it's a haul doing this.
It is.
It is, but it's at times, and I kind of put a post out about it the other day, that it almost seems like it's kind of a thankless job at times, or not really. Like, can we say it's a job because not really getting paid at doing this here, but it's just, you're almost the easiest.
You're not getting paid.
Yeah, you do. You do, yes. But yeah, it's
off. That's why I have no ass, folks. If I get up, you're like, "Where's his ass?" Worked it off.
Yep. Well, you're able to put content out every day. I struggle to get content out every day.
Well, not every day, every other day.
Almost. Yeah, almost. Yeah. And it's just
4 times a week unless I try a new soda pop. And it's 5.
For at least the cornhole community, because the music community, like I really wish that the one I had last week, we did with that Donnie and I did with Sato Soto last week, was the closest I've seen or been able to be part of on the cornhole side, up to what you guys do on the music side. Right? Because you guys all, whenever you guys all kind of do stuff, you all kind of come together, and there's a whole big, you guys are all talking about everything.
There's a community.
Yeah. And I think the cornhole community is like that, but it's just, you're on the struggle bus to get everyone just to kind of come together to be able to talk like that, right?
I think the reason for that is I don't think there's quite as much downtime in the cornhole community when you're at, let's say, at events. Well, there is and there isn't, because there's obviously the off hours from tournament, and that's part of it. And what I've called, for those who don't know that are watching on the face space and such, YouTube, they know, because I know these people. Well, you have that downtime, which, like, as a musician, it was before the gig. It's generally loading your gear, you do your sound check, then you have several hours before you play. It's that downtime, hanging with your bandmates, the camaraderie, brotherhood, if you will. And I don't know, maybe if there was more of a team sport side of it in cornhole, we'd see it a little more. Like I don't know, like you do some team event where it'd be like a doubles team, a men's single, a female single, combined points, type thing. So you would have a little more because it's a group of at least 4, and
well, we do, like, there are some events out there, and there's starting to be more like the pro team side of it, but that's just on the pro side. So it's growing there, right?
Yeah.
But
like, I can understand. It's funny about that because you could be friends with somebody, like, and play cornhole weekly league every week. Hey, we're going down. You and me are going down every week. Okay, that's cool. And so there's camaraderie there. But then, okay, we might meet in the finals, we might not, whatever. But then you enter a tournament. Well, now we're not friends; we're competition.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll put that on the Facebook on the YouTube side, and I'll try and get into my Facebook side too.
That isn't new, but anyway, yeah. So I was able to cultivate that into a show based on, largely, like, you get it. Like, we spent enough time in confined spaces, and what I mean by that is us driving 20 hours each way to North Carolina for years. That there is, a time to talk and fill up space and this and that, and there's the informational thing where I do on Mondays, where Q&A and all that, and this new doohickey came out on the market. It'd be like you talk, this company released some new bags. Well, that's fine. But like this, no, we're hanging out. It's like, oh man, you should have seen me my second game today. Oh man, I could not. I just couldn't dial in distance. Oh yeah, I have been there. Blah, blah, blah. Or you talk about, hey, did you notice we're at 130? Like, they must open up a bunch of the doors or something because all of a sudden humidity level changed in the room and the boards changed. That's what I'm talking about. That hang, that shooting the shit back at the hotel, right?
Yeah.
If it's a 2-day event, or that's the night before the event, or what have you.
Yeah. But yeah, just to be able to get just a group of people in just to kind of talk and we kind of talked and Donnie and I have talked. We've got some other things that are coming up that I think are going to be really fun things to do. Some stuff that none of the other creators are doing. We're just trying to do like logistics. I don't want to say too much because it's when we bring it out, it's gonna be kind of fun. But just even to try and even get like what you do with some of your stuff when you do your group hangs, try and get some of the other creators to come on and talk as well too, like we had with Sato One, because he's one of the OG guys. He's been there right from the start.
Sure.
And there's some of the other guys that want to come in and talk as well too. But it's just that's kind of the thing I want to have with the cornhole community come, because some of the Facebook groups are just lack of a better term, just cesspools of idiots talking stupid stuff.
Yeah, we have a thing. It's called the Gear Page. It's been around for 20 years, like that. It's a rough, but we gotta remember, like with musicians, half of us are mentally ill of some kind, or dealing with that, and we all self-medicate to a certain extent, and we're all passive aggressive too. So we'll gossip behind your back, but we won't say shit to your face. Sound familiar to the cornhole world? Oh yeah, you guys got those guys too. I've seen them. You know what? If you go to their house, you'll probably find a guitar in their closet, Doug, because they're all fucking just failed musicians. We're all just saying.
True, and some musicians are just trying to be cornhole players as well, and it's
cornhole bags are a lot lighter than guitars and amps, is what I'm saying. So loading is a lot easier.
And the other thing I like is I'd like to see more of, and I know they're doing it at Cornapalooza, and unfortunately I can't make it down because you and I have got a couple other things that we've got planned for that weekend in July. They're doing like cornhole during the day, and then at night they're doing like concerts each night.
Yeah, I like that idea. Or like both throughout. I'm down with both.
Yeah, I think that's what kind of, because especially with keeping people at cornhole events all the time, and that's my other biggest thing is that when we're at these big opens out there, if we're happen to be done early, like we have been in Drummondville and Calgary,
right?
On the Friday and the Saturday
night,
you're
going to have people, let's say, go off to say 6 different hotels in the area, given if it's a decent sized city, so they might actually be kind of close, which kind of helps. Because I'm thinking, like when I go to the NAMM show, fortunately there's like half a dozen hotels like right there outside, because Disneyland's right across the street. So there's it's probably a dozen hotels, but so there is that kind of atmosphere, and you can kind of go bar hopping from all the hotel bars. And if you can kind of do that atmosphere, it would almost like if you had a cornhole tournament at a resort, it would be great, for instance, right? Because of some kind, because you get at the bar set up so you can have the live music in the afternoon, evening, or whatever, whenever the tournament is, or so in those off hours. So like say you keep everybody together, and if everyone has about 14 to make cold snacks, you might get a scrap breaking out. So there's that for entertainment. It's usually, I'm going to say it's usually 2 ladies first and then 2 dudes later. I don't know if they need a couple more shots of courage first, or I don't know. I've seen both. No, but seen it at awards banquets for the Speedway too.
Yeah. But that's because my thing is that is on those nights that you're going to be early, everyone just kind of goes and leaves the building. And then we get down to the finals, and it's like just like me and like the couple people that are playing, and maybe a couple of people that are sticking around there. If we could have like concerts and stuff at the end, right, that people may stick around more, and it just kind of would just
help. Like I can get, like, if you're pissed off, you got out of the tournament, you might want to hit the road early, or if you have a long drive, you may want to leave early. But I don't know. It's part of it. It's like, the only people sticking around are the people to get their awards at the end, type thing. Yeah. So, and so, like, don't you want to cheer on your fellow competitor in a sense? Like, chances are you're going to watch a good game. The finals, the finals for the reason, right? So it's going to be a good game. So, more of a mingle after, right?
Yeah, like,
I call it sober up time for us in the music world, right? Because we're like, I wasn't expecting the finals to wrap up so quick, Doug. I need to mellow out for a while. Give me an hour or two.
Well, yeah, and that's just what I think, because it's and then to get like, especially when we're in Drummondville and in Calgary, because we were in Niagara. For me, it was almost people I've seen many times.
Right.
But in Drummondville and in Calgary, I got to meet people like Byron and some of the people from Quebec, and
Sure.
it's
Well, I get Drummondville, because what the fuck else is there to do in Drummondville? Like, I don't know. Go to a junior hockey game, assuming they still have a team.
Well, they're in the Memorial Cup right now. They lost to London tonight.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't know. I don't follow the stick.
They have a bunch of stores. I'll just will be a nice term in Drummondville.
Sure.
That I'm not sure if people would want to go to or not, but it's just where you can go to get relaxed.
Oh, I like those guys' stores. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Are they calling it physiotherapy?
Kind of, yeah.
You leave with a smile on your face. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's
that ended well.
There wasn't that, like at Drummondville, like even going to restaurants, there. It's like, okay, we're closing at like 10 o'clock on a Friday night, right? Like I ran into some issue with some gear that I needed to pick up some new wires. I went to go to the Best Buy at like 7 o'clock at night. Oh, we close at 6:45 on a Friday night. Like,
because
come on.
Well, I think as the sport grows, hopefully, right, it's going to be more like the circuses in town. What they call it, product activation. I learned that term from Clint Boyer of all fucking people. He loves that term though, because I think that's the one phrase he remembers from when they were teaching him how to be a booth guy, right? Market activate, product activation, which is simply branded signage saying like what we would see the welcome race fans all around town, right? Now, Charlotte's one. Funny enough, that's one of the few tracks where you actually see that. A lot of the places you go, they don't even have that stuff out there. I learned that again recently. Clint was because Clint, he hits the infields and stuff.
Yeah,
like Clint.
Yeah,
hasn't forgot his roots of being an alcoholic from Kansas. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And so that's what you want. Like, say a bar or a restaurant that holds a fair amount of people. Okay, well, we'll stay open late and turn into more of a tavern site. You got seats 6 people. Welcome cornhole players. Show your registration card. First drinks on us, type thing. All right, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have about 40 cornhole players hanging out there getting sauced after night one.
Yeah, and well, and it's funny you bring that up, and it's something that I even want to kind of do a show on at a later date. It's just that, especially here in Canada, that we still venues, I still think don't really get it, because we when I taught some of my friends in the States that they go to bars and that they play their league nights at bars that go on their off nights, right?
Sure. So, like traditionally be a sports bar, you would think, in some kind. Although that's like, unless the pool tables are on wheels or something, or like where the Edelweiss, where they just got rid of the fucking pool tables and they got a big wide open area back in the day. I don't know, do they still have league night there
anymore? We're not there anymore.
I like that place. I got sauce there more than once.
Yeah. But so for the venues that they go, like some of the ones in the States, they'll bring people in, the leagues in on their off nights, and then they go, and then the venue will give them the space for free, whether it's out in in the summer, if it's out in the parking lot or in a room or whatever, and to try and entice people in, they may add, like, not charge for the room, but they may add in like $1 a person into the pot, right, for the end of the night. Well, that you get 100 people showing up there because the pot there is an extra $100 more. Well, for those venues, they're getting 100 more people than they usually would on a Tuesday night in July. Say, right? Or
because that was traditionally actually Tuesday's a great example, because Tuesday traditionally is a really tough night for bars. That's why you see most of your pool tournaments. It's the unbelievable one.
Yes,
there he is.
There's her.
Also survived my birthday hang. along with
but it is those nights, and they bring in
like that would be dark night, pool night, whatever, a gimmick night, call it, but
exactly,
like,
do you want to have your bar empty, or do you want to bring all these other people in that play cornhole or whatever? So sure, if you put $1 into the pot, that's going to bring in those more people, and then you're going to be having those 100 people buying maybe 2 or 3 drinks, buying some food that night. Your revenue is going to go way up.
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah. Right? Well, even if you figure you're going to put in, excuse me, let's say, because I assume you got to pay each week in those weekly deals, right? You got to pay.
So you're paying your $10 to go.
Okay, so you're paying $10 to go in. Let's say the bar is going to put in another $200. Okay, 200.
Yeah.
So you got 300.
Yeah.
300 to start. Plus, we're going to run a 50-50 ticket, right? But we don't talk about it because that's kind of illegal without special license. But easy, we're still doing it.
So what Cornhole does?
Half goes into the pot.
Well, what Cornhole can do is we have our airmail challenges, right?
Right.
Which is trying to throw an airmail, and because that falls into a different category because it's not a game of chance.
No, it's a game of skill.
Like a lottery. It's a game of skill.
That's right.
So that is okay under the lottery.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like some way where you can, siphon off X amount percentage goes into the overall pot in the night. So, so if you win the night, you're going to win some decent amount of money is what I'm saying, right?
Well, and even like with KW.
You figure each person's going to spend a minimum of $5.
Yep.
An average, we'll say. So if 100 people, that's an extra 500. That's a $200 outlay. Plus staff. But you're going to have a busy night. You have 100 people there. Show me a bar that can hold 100 people and not be somewhat crowded, right? Yep. Otherwise, that's usually a live music venue as well. So you got a big dance floor that you can use or something like that.
Well, Spencer, yeah. I don't know.
Mini bags.
I'd have to see that to believe it there, Mr. Spencer. Mayo hitting a... Oh, wait a second. Are we talking Dave or Val?
Oh, wait. I thought I read that as he has video of you hitting airmail in mini bags. I'm like, yeah, right. I'd like to see that too.
That's what I need. I need to make a sound of Charles from the other night.
Oh my!
Yeah. Oh, Dave. Oh, that's. I've got to see that one there, Mr. Spencer.
Okay. Yeah. He's one of the Daves we know.
Yep.
All right. I don't know.
But yeah, like unbelievable there, seeing the $5. So it's a $10 buy-in, and if say you're getting people there, because there's some people that are going to spend. Because I know for myself, when I go out for a league night, I'm buying 2 drinks and food. So I'm going there knowing that's that's me. But that's like
where I'll probably buy a couple of pops.
I know going in, I'm going to spend $20 at the bar. Right. That's just me.
Whereas I'm probably spending 10 because drinks are priced. Even a glass of pop's going to be $5 because they charge the same for if it's got booze in it or not. Because I'll be out in the parking lot partaking in stuff that handheld forest fires, we'll call them. How about that? Yes. We'll just refer to them handheld forest fires.
Yeah, but you get. We've been getting like because our airmail pot now.
Right.
We have in KW we have a progressive airmail pot.
Okay. So which is what you got to chip in like $1 per shot or something.
Well, no, it's you're buying tickets.
Okay.
Right. So that there is, I want to say we're up to almost.
True.
2,000 to 3,000 a bag hitting that, and you got 3 shots. Right. So it's getting up there, and that's creating more people to come out.
Right.
But yeah, it's a thing that we really need to talk to venues up here, because it's almost the same as you with gigging at venues.
Well,
right?
yeah, it's like the bar will be like, here's a stage, you can use it for free. You can set up a little kiosk to charge a fee at the door, but we're not chipping in any money or promoting it in any way. And you're just like, how about you hire us to entertain your clientele? How about you not make like why is it on us to bring a clientele into your bar? Like, I never understood that. Like, if it's a entertainment venue that happens to serve booze, yes, that model. Yeah, I get it. Like, let's say a Lions Club Hall or your Elks Lodge. Hey, we'll use an Elks Lodge. Elks Lodge normally charges, let's say $500, right? But it's a Tuesday. They're not using it. All right. So they'll donate that $500 fee. You probably still have to pay a couple $100 for a bartender to 10 bar because they usually charge you for that. But then you're like, yeah, well, I want a piece of the bar. Then if I pay the bartender, I want a piece. It's like self-checkout. I homie don't play that.
That's what's happening with some of the places here that these venues are charging people $50, $75 a night to come in and use their facility. Okay, so that's
how about you not charge anything? You provide the bar staff, but you keep your bar tab.
Yeah, right? Right. Like, and I know there was a venue where I was kind of helping Matt out with some stuff for a conference event, and I was kind of calling around to the one area, and the person there that I talked to was like, "Oh, for the weekend we would be like," because I was kind of talking to them about it, and they were like, it's going to be like 3,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 for a weekend. Right. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, well, okay. So if we're, we don't want a cut of the bar. We don't want a cut of the food. That's all yours. We just want to come in and use your space. Well, then they cut it down. Like they cut that down. Some kind of
space in Canada. But curling clubs, they're not doing shit in the summertime.
Oh, yes. But curling clubs, man. Just, I know we're heading back to the Remax in St. John's. Fantastic curling club there. I say that because they give me a hardwire internet coming in.
Nice.
Yes. Other curling clubs?
Right.
Here's the deal, folks. Wi-Fi sucks through cement in arenas. I know. I'm in one all the time.
Yeah, Doug's lucky to have a cell signal, let alone a decent enough bandwidth to actually. Oh, I don't know, video, stream video.
It helps when the wife is trying to get a hold of you, but it sucks for trying to get live feed stuff out.
This is true.
Just saying.
So depending on the infrastructure at the Elks Lodge next weekend, we'll see if we're going live.
No, but that place should be good. But just like arenas just really suck. And then plus, and trying to get in the Wi-Fi. And I know at the last conference event in
I can't highlight stuff. Yeah, what Unbelievable said. At least the bar should put it in on their calendar. Exactly.
Yes.
So, like signage or something. Put up posters.
So we had God rest his soul. We had one of our players, who's just recently passed. That's how he found us. He was at the Edelweiss.
Right.
Went for a leak. Poster right above the urinal.
Perfect.
There you go.
Right.
And Craig was the guy who was.
I used to shoot pool at the Edelweiss back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you really they were a perfect place because they got the stage, they got the sound system and everything right there.
They got a nice high ceiling so you can actually toss a bag and not worry about it, going into a ceiling fan and she gone. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no. But yeah, that's what we just have to try and get.
Are we playing inside or outside next weekend? By the way,
It's inside.
I've never played inside before.
Well, it's a new experience for you.
Yeah, how do you counteract for the wind? There isn't any. Oh.
None. Yeah, and it's actually just put it on your calendar for the night.
Yeah.
And Donnie,
I wasn't aware of this tournament until Doug told me about it because apparently it's on the ACL app, which again I didn't know existed.
I told you about it.
You did not.
I did.
Not for tournaments coming up and stuff. And then because the person shared the poster. And I'm like, well, that's great, but it doesn't mention a day, a time, or a location on their poster. And they're like, well, the details on the event page. I'm like, and that would be where? I'm like, and then that's when I threw you under the bus because I tagged you. I'm like, what the fuck, Doug? Because apparently you're the celebrity that's showing up at this tournament, which I believe you for fucking Picton. That's about it, folks. Doug is the celebrity showing up at a Picton tournament.
Well, hey, it's either me or the Crash Addicts.
Hell, they don't even know. I doubt they even know who I am in Picton, Doug. Not that I'm any big deal per se, but the county is kind of their own closed off thing. Although, by the way, Honeymoon Suite and Trooper are playing there in the county at the end of August.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Exactly. Disc golf. You're all about the disc golf. Unbelievable. That's right.
Which it's just all stuff it's all these here niche, like we're still kind of a niche sport here in Canada, but
kinda.
Yeah. Okay, we are. Yes. We're
I think growing. You might be ahead of broom ball hockey though.
Well, that's kind of dying. Broom ball's done.
One's hoping. But pickleball, you're not as big as pickleball. I wish you were. I don't like pickleball. Well, I don't mind it. It's easier than tennis. Harder than badminton. No. Harder than ping pong, but not as hard as tennis. It's kind of in between.
Yeah. Yeah, but
it's like racquetball without a wall.
It's just working on venues to get the word out to say, you know what?
Yeah.
Cornhole's thing is because we bring all of our stuff in. Most places don't. We don't have to keep it there. We bring it in, we take it out, and we're just using the space like the Keystone Golf Club in Peterborough is a fantastic thing about that is they were able to bring up in stuff. So just like one of the spaces that Donnie plays with down in New Hampshire there, that they come in and the Cornhole players actually come in and help with like putting new lighting in and
nice. Cowtown Cornhole and
I would have
I assume he's out of Calgary.
Yes, I'm not in the merch side of things, but I was surprised at that too. But I think it was just the logistics of it. I think the next time out there, because for us, I say us, I mean the ACL, we had to get the truck went out with boards and all this here, all the other kind of stuff to get it going out there, and that for some inside baseball. There's a truck that has stayed out there that is going to be for just big ACL events in the West. It's got all the ACL boards, all the ACL score towers, and kind of all that stuff. So
I'd ask where that's parked and the hours of operation of the facility and when I can stop in to snag some boards after hours.
Yeah, here's the thing is, you're afraid of heights and you don't fly.
Well, there's just that.
And Calgary's a long drive.
I've got people in Alberta, Doug. Easy, all right.
Yes.
Although I got to get a Marshall from Oregon first, so easy, all right.
Cowtown, it could have been the numbers, just because we weren't really sure, kind of going in. We knew just because of the way we were with that, because Niagara's growing each year. St. John's, I know, has already grown from last year. I expect.
So by great, like Niagara, that's I'm going to say I've known about that for 3 years now at least.
So we've been going.
So how many players are they drawing? Are they drawing like 300?
We're now up over 500.
Nice. Okay.
Right. So, but we're getting a lot of the New York State and kind of that coming up. But once we can get
Unbelievable. Unbelievable is one of my people. That's an Arizona person. That's not an Alberta person. But it's in Arizona. Yeah. I got people all over the place.
But no, we're hoping that the next time we go west, hoping the word of mouth to say just how great that event was, because I had heard some rumors that there was some people that were not expecting a good event or didn't want it to have a good event. So it's
Debbie Downers, we call them.
Yes. So
we don't need to worry about them. Yeah.
So I was thinking we're going to get like a half an hour in here. We've already been an hour here.
Whatever. It's two Coombs boys. Are you kidding me?
We can talk. It's I guess
I still don't have the details. Okay, I know next week apparently it's in the afternoon or evening on a Saturday.
I'm going to have to talk with Luann because I just see
and it's apparently inside.
It's going to be inside.
Who knew?
A full event details will be provided coming up here. So this week we should get into full details of when everything, and I will let you know.
All right.
Because you will probably have to wake up early.
let me ask the chat. Over under. Are we going to be in the money?
Well, that's a good call. Yeah. You think people in the chat? Do you think we are going? I'll put another post out. I'll put a separate.
When's the last time you played in a tournament, Doug?
Well, our league nights are kind of tournaments.
No, they're not.
Mini tournaments each week, right?
Oh, okay. Well, put it this way: do you have any like nationally ranked players showing up at that? Like
at this one coming now?
No. Your weekly deal.
Yes.
Okay.
There's usually about 4 ACL Canada pros that are at our league nights.
Okay.
So
they're just not paying the money and becoming the name pro just to say they're a pro and then just
they've
me.
went through a qualification process and all of that. Yes.
Canucks with bags. Yep. To recap, the bag I'm using, this is the bags we're using.
Those are the bags, yes.
Doug will bring some backup bags too, I suppose, in case someone else has striped bags and we're not allowed to use these for some reason.
I think we should be good using those ones there. I believe I've already paid for our entry fee here for this year.
Cowtown has 2 pros every Wednesday. Nice.
Yep, they have 2. No, they have 2 top pros being.
Okay, and I'm curious. Okay, now Cowtown, being a pretty big city, right? We're just saying.
Yeah.
What kind of turnout do you get for week to week? I'm curious.
Calgary gets a fair amount.
Yeah, like are you pulling 100 a week? No problem. Is it 200 a week?
I think they're probably run. Help me out here. I think they're probably run average like. Probably I'm going to say around 40. I think they've got Craig Halford, who was on the show a couple weeks ago, and Rob Ayers, who's going to be coming up on an upcoming show.
Good.
And so so they've got
I'm curious.
There's a lot of.
I don't think they're still doing it here in Belleville, are they, Doug? You told me about that one Belleville league, but I think it folded already, did it not?
It's on some legs.
Okay. If it's still at the Armory, I can't go. So that's right around the corner from the Exodus work.
Yeah. Actually, they're going back. They're going back to the the one.
No, I will answer those questions as well. Unbelievable.
Yes. We got a music question here.
So change the strings on. Oh, sorry, wrong channel.
And Andrew's talking because he's got to deal with Derek Barrett, Dion Kuza, Albert Parsons, Valerie Mayo, and Amanda Oakley, the 5 pros from Newfoundland on a weekly basis. So, and actually, Andrew, you know what? He holds his own. There, so he does a great job there. But and actually, you know what they had their league today. I think they had their league thing. I was seeing pictures
on the Saturday.
They had their league championship, their league final day, their party day.
Oh, okay.
I think it might have just been their party day. And then
obviously, me and Craig are in a fight. I'm like, oh, like Newfoundland. If there's going to be a place that's going to have full contact cornhole, it's Newfoundland.
I'm not sure what Craig he's talking about. Oh, sorry. Yes, because they're in the virtual thing that's going on now, which I'm really not sure what's going on with that. But no. So they today they had their league final party day, right? Where it was like Newfoundland. It's alcohol's all been paid for with registrations and all of that.
You do not need to announce that, because then all of a sudden we need more alcohol because it's gone.
No. They have certain locations where you can go and get picked up in a school bus and taken to the venue.
Holy fuck!
They go around picking people up.
Motor Speedway buses and
they do things right in St. John's.
Fucking right, they do. All right, now I'm kind of interested in going again.
See, there you go. Yeah.
Although I don't imbibe the cold snacks, but I do appreciate not having to drive.
Unlike the one that we had to use in Charlotte sometimes. It's hollowed out. But yeah.
Knocked me and my partner out today. Wow. Okay.
No, that would have been the virtual CCF thing, which I think
Canadian Cornhole Federation.
Yeah, I think I'm actually. You know what? I think I got unblocked from that, and I might be able to see their stuff now. Not sure. Just one day,
This is why I don't have a million subs on my channel, Doug. Similar reasons. I
got no idea.
I burned a couple of bridges, and I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I don't know why. Vanilla people.
Yeah, Cowtown. I think Alberta. In the West. I think is going to have.
Well, it is
a very big representation in the pro field next year, more than the two this year. I'm going to say.
Going to Ottawa, he can pick me up on the way. You see,
I could. You can sit here and work the board on the roadcaster.
I could.
You could. You can be the guy with doing the.
Better.
You couldn't. You can be the guy. You can hit this. Around coming back in, and you can do all the.
Yeah, you need some good music for that shit. We'll talk to the boys in North Carolina, get a budget, and then we'll have some produced music for them. What do you think, folks? You think you just want to sell them some music? Is what I'm saying. And if you too would like a jingle or a theme song of some kind, hit a fella up. It's kind of what I do these days.
Like that?
Easy. That's not a public recording.
Well, it's been.
Doug does have a trailer with lights at work.
That was an old trailer, and the lights the trailer lights did work. It was the lights on the Ford Escape.
Yeah.
And
because they unplugged the wiring harness under the hood, so I went and
had an oil change done, and they knocked the wire harness off the battery, which then made the lights not work.
Yeah, so I had to wire in a new set through a tail light.
Yeah. And then we, at times, had to use signals out the windows in the rain. Yeah,
and it was getting dark.
Fun times.
Yeah. Good times.
But we made it there, and we were all good.
Yeah, because apparently all I need is a pair of needle nose pliers and an X-Acto knife, and I can wire up a trailer set light harness.
Yeah,
I worked on the golf cart once too.
It wasn't
not sober for that.
Yeah,
I had that kind of patched up too. I remember. I forget what was wrong. It was something was binding. That's what it was.
It was, yeah. It wasn't going into reverse. Some of that there.
Yeah.
I know that because I've got a scuff on the tire, spare tire on the camper.
Yeah.
But.
Yep.
Yes, Craig does have that there. I was lucky enough to call it there. He's
nice.
He's probably one of our guys I think that could really go down. And
is he related to Rob Halford?
I don't think it kind of looks a little like him.
Oh,
okay. In my eyes, I think he does, but it's.
Or if he can hit the high notes too, depends on how tight the pants are. Hey, it's McCall Music. My guest tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how these people are tuning in. You got a lot of sympathy subs, dude. Like I don't understand how this is working. Like, how are people knowing? I didn't share it on the. Oh, I did the face space.
You did share it on face space, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Matt and I are friends on face space. How'd you know, Matt? How?
Well, maybe some other people shared it, but yeah, so.
Maybe. Sorry, just inside jokes to extend this broadcast and show my respect.
You know what? It's that's more than what some people do with this show most of the time.
Well, it's usually and folks he's usually invading my channel. Which is a musician's channel, and the guy can't even tune a radio, so let alone play one.
Yeah.
Who've won Canada Pro Singles so far? I know one.
Ben doesn't know. Ben doesn't know. So Niagara Falls, the
Craig Halford,
singles
1-1.
Yeah, Brandon has won. Brandon has won. I think he's won 2. He's won Niagara and Drummondville. No.
How many pro singles events
Craig
have there
Halford.
been?
Sorry, Craig Halford won Drummondville. And then Brandon, I believe, won.
All right, now I'm even more confused if he doesn't have the face space, Doug.
Yeah. And then
Zach's first time here too. Like, what's going on?
I think Brandon's got Niagara and Calgary. I think Brandon got. Yes, he got Calgary too, I believe. I really need to write this down someplace so I have it when I'm on the broadcast.
It's like me trying to think of songs to play on a Monday night. Yeah. Halford did Drummondville. Okay.
Yeah, Halford won Drummondville.
Brandon
I think
did
Brandon won. I think Brandon Brown won Calgary.
So has there only been 3 events so far?
There's been 3 events so far. St. John's will be the 4th, and then we've got the Canadian finals coming up in Calgary, the end of August.
All right. I'm asking everybody now in the chat. How'd you find the show tonight? Well, we know Trav's answer because I texted him. Yes. But yeah. Okay, so Chris is subbed. He usually watches a replay, but he decided to tune in and see what's up, I guess. I'm shocked that you have this much of a crowd, Doug, is what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? Actually, you know what? Sometimes we have more. But it's, it's...
Oh, okay. Subbed a while back when you said we should come over here, Ben. All right, but that, but I don't understand. Like, tonight of all nights, do you tune in each week and are disappointed? And you're like, oh, fuck, Ben's here tonight. All right. Okay, check the Facebook feed. Notice you're live. Sweet.
Well, we're usually live here every Saturday. I'm not sure. Depends. I could be live from your studio next week. You could be on again next weekend. Depending on what we're like.
Right. Or we'll go the outdoor set if the weather's nice.
Depends. Yeah, we'll have Donnie. Donnie should be back next week.
Maybe. He might have been blown away.
Could have been blown away. Haven't seen him. Nope. First, yes, I know, Spencer.
Andrew's first time here. And
yes,
might even be back.
That's
Oh, I don't know about that, Chris. Now you're just buttering him up.
Yes.
For those who aren't subbed to me, McCollum Music is my guest tomorrow night on the Sunday Night Hang. Been doing the show for 6 years.
Do you know what? I went and I'll say I
300 or more shows or something at this point. I don't know.
Oh, you've done more than 300. What are you talking about?
No, 6 years. 52 weeks a year. That's pretty simple math. And I took some time off here and there.
Yes, true.
So about 300 shows.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, because we're more than, January of 2018. I didn't do it every Sunday to start. I actually had the other show first. Canucks with guitars.
I'll put that in the YouTube chat again for the people who are already in YouTube. And then I'll put it again on the...
I'm looking at 2 of my moderators and my guest tomorrow night. And Zach Thong, one of my longtime friends in the YouTube world. We're good. They're aware.
Right there. I will expect
face-based people. Check it out. Honest. I don't know if you know. We talk about music and guitars. We show off guitars. Do we show off music? I show off music on Mondays when I play songs. I even take requests, except for Doug's, because he usually just requests that I stop.
No, I want that Hammers. I want that Tool song.
Easy.
I want that Tool song, and you never play it for me.
I was going to say, if you had moderators, they could put the link in, but I'm here.
You're here. Yeah, I put the link on. Yeah, I did put on YouTube and Facebook again. Check that out. I'll be in the chat tomorrow night.
What's the YouTube live? That's a different thing that you put in what?
Oh, it is too.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. That's something else entirely. That's not my channel.
That could even be a link to this show. You know what?
I think it is.
I think it is. So yeah, if you want to watch this show again, just oh, you know what? No, that's to your birthday bash show.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that was all the live streams we've ever done. That was one of them, including I decided hour 3 to play guitar after eating 200 milligrams of edibles and smoking a lot of fucking shit.
Yeah, I was gone by then.
Were you?
Yeah.
I remember my sister had left, but I wasn't sure if you had left yet.
I left before her.
Oh,
well actually, I left and came back, and then
that's right. Yeah, the cousin. We were counting all the cousins.
Yes,
thank you, Andrew.
You missed a couple. Yeah. So there's the link in Facebook for Ben's channel on YouTube.
Unbelievable was there, and Symmetry was there as part of the festivities.
Yes.
Unbelievable unboxed the guitar even.
Yeah, I left just before. Just
or we call it a guitar-shaped object.
Did it have a head on it?
It did.
You like the headless ones? I know you like the head.
I do. Easy.
I know
everybody enjoys a little head. So.
Okay. So
Symmetry got up to 90 milligrams.
Yeah, well, I was trying.
You didn't even get up to 90 calories. Easy.
I was trying to do that there. So yeah. We've gone 1:15. We usually just do an hour here on Saturday.
1:16 now.
Hour 16. Yeah. Well, it was 15 when I first looked. It just turned to 16.
Yeah. So last time I was on, you asked me to play out, and as soon as I grabbed a guitar, you kicked me off the show. So I don't know if
that was a mistake. I tried to do like a full show, a full thing, and then wrong one. So thank you for coming on. We will do. They'll see you and I live next Saturday all day. We'll be doing stuff in the morning, and then
in the morning live streaming. What the fuck? We're not chatting with Charles.
Hey, the things you do for Cornhole, you'll get to see us play. We'll go live with all of our games.
What time does the tournament start again? So then people can look for us to be.
I just got to I'll have all those details on Facebook, and I'll talk, and I'll say some stuff in your chat there.
Trev, check your
Monday night. Yeah, and yeah, we'll have some fun, and you'll see us play. And
oh wow! Oh yeah,
favorite bags of mine.
Is this tournament being like streamed, broadcast, or something?
No, it'll just with my phone.
Jesus,
just my phone.
Well, thank you, Cowtown Customs. And quick question for Doug: favorite bags? Come on.
My favorite bags. Well, I'm not sponsored by any bag company, which is fine anymore.
You're a free agent?
A free agent.
Okay. And he says, "Oh, and why?"
And why? I'm liking Octane's new Ion bags, and they got a carpet side, and I like them. I've thrown well with them, so I'm gonna go with their new bags.
I'm hoping these for me because I've been using slide rates and I've been sucked in the pouch lately. So I'm hoping these.
Well, Apex and slide rates are almost the same bag.
Yeah. Oh, God help us then. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
We'll teach you the stick side and the slick side of that bag. But yeah,
I'm aware. One, sometimes bag of cement. The other side, she gone. It just makes that ricochet.
It's all in your arc.
Yeah. Don't be throwing line drives, right? Line drives just ricochet.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So yeah,
we'll see. I can narrow my L every once in a while.
Oh, we'll see.
Other times I throw a corn dog.
Well, you won't be able to blame the wind. You won't be able to blame anything. So it's all going to be on you. But
yep. Always carrying the Coombs name. Yeah, that's me.
So for everyone, I'm going to point the right way again. Check out his channel tomorrow night and Monday night. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah, McCollum Music is going to be his guest. Any guitar questions you have, gear questions, pedals,
music related,
any music related.
Yep. If I don't know the answer, I'm like Doug. I'm really good at bullshitting, so you won't know the difference.
It's a family trait. Oh, he's got one more question. One more question.
Another encore. We want Chili Willy. We want Chili Willy.
Yeah. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. 20 seconds, and we're going.
Oh, he's got you on the injured car repair clock. Apparently, no, wait, that's another podcast.
That's another podcast. Are we ever going to get back doing that?
I don't know. I was talking with Trump about that last night. Pretty sure the last time we went, we were either previewing or reviewing Daytona 500.
I think we were previewing it. He wants to know how
I
many cousins
don't think we've actually done.
There is a lot. There's a lot.
All of them.
All of them. So
we have all the cousins.
Tune into him tomorrow night and Monday night, and maybe probably not an Ask.
Oh, and even if you're a non-guitar player, I do random soda pop tastings on my channel too.
Yep. And if you like seeing bad album covers,
for those that are wondering tonight, this was a beverage of choice.
Check out his show on Monday nights. He does bad album covers.
Oh, you want to see some real quick?
Well, you know what? Let's do a couple real quick. Let's give the people a chance to see.
All right. How bad do I want to? All right. So we can do something like really simple. Like I actually came across this one in the wild myself.
Oh.
So, like the soundtrack to Any Which Way But Loose. Like,
is there usually even more? There we go. Any Which Way You Can. Okay.
Yeah, or that's Any Which Way But Loose. Same thing. Or you have your more creepy K-Tel Adventures in Storyland.
I may or may not have had that one when I was younger, actually.
That explains a hell of a lot. Let's see here. Let's get one that's nice. No. Oh, these are a bunch. These are ones that Charles found in the wild. Oh, well, there we go. All right. This is from our friend Billy Baloney, who was also hanging out on the birthday show. Yeah. 3 gay guitars.
You know what? I think we'll end on one for me that I sent you, and after this here, folks, we'll head out. We'll be back next week and go and check out his show. I guess keep saying Sunday nights and Monday nights.
Yep.
Because we know that Ben's favorite album is Cock Vanderpalm, Deep in My Heart.
Vanderpalm.